armed and dangerous. The State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension says Atman's body was found Friday night in a Minneapolis park and is undergoing an autopsy now to determine the cause and manner of death.
He was convicted of murder in absentia earlier this month in the beating death of Juan Rivera outside of a Windham, Minnesota bar in 2021. Atman told police that Rivera punched him, so he put Rivera in a chokehold until he stopped struggling. He posted bail after being charged in 2021 and then failed to appear for his trial this February 13th. Also on your fast track, we have breaking news on another earthquake in Turkey, the third this month alone. Reports are now indicating at least one person dead, more than 60 people hurt. Several buildings have collapsed.
Today's magnitude was a 5.6 earthquake. It comes just weeks after a 7.8 quake that killed 48,000 people.
Just about 6:50 on your Monday morning right now. Let's get a check of your forecast out there with Summer Schnellbach this morning. Good morning, Summer.
Good morning, and thank you all for waking up with us on this Monday. Waking up to some fog in places, wintry mix for others. The good news is that temperatures will be fairly seasonable by this afternoon. I know some folks waking up to some single digits. The next chance for some wintry weather after today arrives by tomorrow evening. Some accumulating snow is possible into Wednesday, along with some gusty winds blowing snow potential. For this morning, we have foggy conditions across much of eastern North Dakota, and we've got icy patches with some freezing drizzle in parts of Minnesota. So I've turned on the yellow light for your commute forecast for the morning hours. We'll see improving conditions by your evening drive. Visibility in the northern valley. Grand Forks now seeing a bit of that fog. Visibility has dropped to 1.5 miles. Still at zero visibility has been all morning in Langdon. Temperatures cold in Devil's Lake, only 4. Meanwhile, it's 25 in Thief River Falls and Howlock, 26 in Baudette. Looking through the southern Red River Valley, it's right close to that North Dakota, South Dakota state line where we have been seeing some dense fog all morning. Visibility in Jamestown improving slightly now up to 2 miles. Still at zero visibility in Oaks. 6 miles our visibility here in Fargo. 8 degrees with clearer skies in Jamestown, 29 in Fargo. How about 30 degrees in Wadena at this hour? Right now, it's hard to see. Radar's missing it, but there have been some reports of some light freezing drizzle in parts of Lakes Country, so might be dealing with some light icing, some slick spots for your morning commute. Temperatures in Fargo today warming up into the low 30s. We will see some sunshine later on and a bit of a breeze as well out of the northwest. Grand Forks seeing some mild temperatures today as well. So some light freezing drizzle continuing in parts of northwestern Minnesota today, and then another shot of some wintry mix mostly north later this afternoon as a cold front passes through. But temperatures overall will be nice and mild for our day. Looking ahead quickly at your extended forecast, we do have a couple chances for some snow, but overall temperatures looking to be improving after Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, get to the new month, and then it looks like hopefully on the uphill there.
Yeah, slowly.
Okay, thank you, Summer. It is now 8 minutes to the top of the hour. An 18-year-old man is facing attempted murder charges after a police chase that injured 2 Minot Sheriff's deputies. The Ward County Sheriff's Office says Joshua Chambers was driving a stolen SUV Saturday morning and led deputies on a chase. He's accused of trying to run over one officer and then ramming several squad cars in downtown Minot.
3 other people in the car took off running, but were all caught. 2 adults were arrested on drug and fleeing charges. An underage girl has not been charged, but after the pursuit, officers discovered she'd been hit in the foot by a bullet. 2 deputies suffered minor leg injuries as well. The North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation now currently investigating the use of force by deputies. 2 people are dead, 3 others injured after a shooting at a senior living apartment in St. Paul.
Police say 1 victim is in critical condition, another is stable, the third has non-life-threatening injuries. A woman who lives in that area tells officers she heard arguing in the community room where a group was gathering on Saturday night before those shots were fired. New this morning, there will be a lot of cleanup going on today and over the next several days after severe storms slammed Oklahoma yesterday. In the city of Norman, a tornado carved a path of damage, scattering debris across several neighborhoods.
Yeah, take a look at that destruction. Power lines down, thousands of people across the state without electricity. Police and firefighters spent part of the night checking for injuries and missing people.
Meanwhile, people are evacuating from a neighborhood in the foothills of Los Angeles County after at least 2 homes gave way in a mudslide. It's one of many areas hard hit by a powerful winter storm over the past few days. The earth gave way under those homes yesterday afternoon in La Cañada, Flint Ridge. Firefighters say so far no one is hurt. Utility crews are now on scene assessing that damage.
And over in the town of Castiac, California, 3 RV trailers fell into a river after an embankment completely eroded due to this wild weather. No one was injured on this scene, but rescue crews struggled to get the trailers out of that rushing water. That massive winter storm prompted a rare blizzard warning in the state, along with heavy rainfall, and another storm is on its way for early this week. And take a look at this. A rock slide in Los Padres National Forest closed a highway over the weekend completely. And you can see why in the video there, why the DOT does not want drivers anywhere nearby.
This video shows rocks and debris sliding onto a section of the road. Route 33 is one of several stretches that were shut down because of the weather and its aftermath. Some SNAP benefits recipients will see higher grocery bills starting this week. Extended pandemic payments end this Wednesday. That promises to hurt millions of Americans.
Extra money for groceries is going away, and they'll be back to pre-pandemic dollars. The benefit extension was designed to help low-income families throughout the pandemic, but what wasn't expected was the high inflation rate we've seen over the past few years. An important consumer warning this morning. More than 1 million 3-wick candles from Walmart's exclusive Mainstays brand are now being recalled. Take a look at your screen for what we're talking about. It's all because of a potential fire hazard. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says several 14-ounce Halloween and autumn-themed candles have wicks that can burn too close to the glass container.
That could cause them to possibly shatter or even cause fires and injuries. Now, if you have one, you need to stop using it right away and contact the manufacturer for a full refund.
Safety issues at Dollar General stores are continuing to be a problem at locations across the nation. Now we're learning that 2 more stores right here in the Red River Valley are currently being investigated by OSHA. It's
a story that we have been following for months here at Valley News Live. And the Valley Today's Nishay Taylor is in the newsroom with those new details. Good morning, Nishay.
Good morning, Jordan and Ashlyn. Just this month, OSHA opened investigations regarding those safety concerns against stores in Dunseith and Rolla. Now, our coverage on those safety issues began last October after we received several complaints into our whistleblower hotline. We also recently received the fire marshal report from an inspection done at the Hillsborough store. Some of the safety issues included fire exits being blocked by rolling carts and boxes. The report also revealed that flammable products were also being stored near the entrance of the store, which is prohibited. Now, so far, there is a total of 8 stores now being investigated by OSHA. All of those investigations remain open at this time. Jordan, Ashlyn.
Yeah, a story that we've stayed on top of right here in Nishay. Thank you for keeping to follow that. It is now 6:57. A Fargo man wants answers about a hit and run that damaged his pickup over the weekend. And whoever did it left their bumper and license plate behind at the scene. It happened early Friday morning on 33rd Avenue South.
Dave Kozlowski didn't see it happen himself, but a neighbor caught the car driving after hitting the back of his truck. Now Kozlowski says he just wants to have a conversation with the person responsible.
I felt like a certified parts dealer. I had most of his car sitting right here, his license plate, most of the front ends. If he wants it back, he can call.
Now call Fargo Police if you have any information on the crash or the suspect. BNSF's main line across North Dakota is now fully reopened after a Friday morning derailment. The first main track opened Saturday. The second track then opened about 12 hours later.
The route had been blocked by the derailment of a 7-car intermodal train. Now, nothing from the train spilled, and so far no one has reported any injuries. Grand Forks City Hall getting a makeover, and that means some city meetings will happen in a different spot for a little while. Starting this week, City Council and Planning and Zoning meetings will be held instead at the Hive.
That's the former Grand Forks Herald building on 2nd Avenue North. People attending the meetings should use the entrance in the alley on the east side of that building. We here at Valley News Live are once again partnering with Make-A-Wish to raise miles for their Miles for Smiles drive.
While people can donate their unused airline miles at any time of the year, this Wednesday, March 1st, will be a one-day push to remind everyone that they can help wishes come true. So if you at home have some unused airline miles you would like to donate, be sure to call 800-362-9474. Also be sure to check our website, valleynewslive.com, and our mobile news app for more information.
And I know that this evening and throughout the next several days, our own Stacey Van Dyke will be telling the stories of people impacted by those miles.
All right, we're going to leave you this Monday morning with a mess in New Mexico. We think it's tough around here when the snow causes near whiteout conditions, huh?
Yeah, so how would you like to deal with what we saw earlier, the dust storms that can do the same thing? I'm unsure if we have that video, but winds as strong as 84 miles an hour were reported in some areas.
Wow.
There is another high wind warning going on for today as well. But
in the meantime, just take a look at the normal Monday mess that you deal with. Getting back in that routine hits hard, huh?
It sure does hit hard. Anyway, thank you for waking up with us here on the Valley today. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.